All right, you guys ready for your headliner tonight? You guys ready for the biggest goddamn moment of your goddamn life? It's my privilege to announce.
Ladies and
give it
gentlemen.
up for Chris Allan, everybody.
Older than how many bars I'm spitting, but only by a year. Just legal for bars.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Well, thank y'all for coming, man. This is a very special moment, man. 13 years, ups and downs. Man. I had my family pray for me before the show, man. I brought my uncles in there and stuff, man. I needed that. Yeah. My uncle was a Christian. He don't play, cause like mid-prayer, he broke character. He was like, God, he just playing. These are just jokes. Make sure he don't mean it. You know, these just jokes, guys. So just make sure he do good. Like God up there, like, what the fuck he about to say? Like, Harold, he just playing. Okay, I'm cool. All right, man. Glad to be back home, man. Glad to be back home. Glad to be home. Got a great welcome back home, and I went to Wegmans. You know, I'm doing some shopping for the family, and I come around the aisle. And this woman sees me, and she runs back to her cart, and she grabs her purse out of it. I'm like, really, lady? I'm looking at organic raspberry vinaigrette right now. How tough do you think I am? It's like, bitch, you don't see this hummus in my basket right here? That shit is gluten and gangster free. Like, what you think thugs do? Like, yo, dog! Yo, pass me those carrots and that pine roasted hummus right quick. I want to see these niggas coming from like 3 blocks away. I'm trying to get my beta carotene on right now. That's right, I'm doing all vitamin jokes tonight, y'all. Yeah, man. Glad to be here. It's been a lot going on, man. So the other day, I'm in the Raleigh airport. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, right? And I don't know if y'all have been in the airport this early, but they have these robots that clean the airports now. It's not a guy. Like, I want to see a man upset about his choices in life. At 5 in the morning, like, why the fuck am I doing this shit? You know, damn. Now they got these fucking robots, and they can see and shit, because it's going around obstacles and shit. I'm 44. I don't like this new technology. It's too much. It's scary. I don't like it, right? And this little white kid, he's probably like 5 or 6. He sees this robot, and he is fascinated by it. Fascinated. And I'm like, this is crazy, because that's the baseline for his life. He's going to be used to this shit, right? And this robot gets right up on us. He starts fucking with it. It gets up on us. He does this. He playing like Duke level defense. And this robot is freaking out. This is just doing this shit. This is. It looked like Biden after a speech. It's just freaking out. But at that moment, I identify with that robot. I go, I know what this robot is thinking. I connect with this robot on a black man level. I was like, I know what this robot is thinking. This robot is like, if I hit this little white boy. Me and every robot that looked like me out of a goddamn job. He like, man, I got 3 iPad minis and a watch on the way. I need this goddamn job. They all need AppleCare. I cannot hit this little white boy. Yeah, man. It's been a good summer. My son spent the last 2 summers here, man. And I gotta say, like, the older I get, it's really all about family, man. It really is about family. And thank y'all. I'm tired from playing that little bit of defense. God damn. I need to take a 20-second time out. But it's cool, man. My son had a great time here, and I'm glad to see that he's here creating memories. Like, this dope shit. Like, they take him to Seabreeze and, like, watch. You know, y'all been to Seabreeze, right? Y'all know like the little turtles and shit like that? He's got the pictures on the turtles. I'm like, we all got the turtle pictures, man. I'm just so glad my son is getting to be a part of this fucking great city, man. Yeah. This is his second summer. Here, he loves it. Last year, he came back home and he got his first girlfriend. Right, he came downstairs one day, he had a chain on and shit. I'm like, nigga, where you get a chain? I got a girlfriend, daddy. And I see her, y'all, big ass white girl. I was like, you go to Rochester one goddamn summer. And you get you a Dewey Avenue white girl. What the? I was like, son, just get yourself some Steeler pajama pants, some Crocs, and let her pay for your groceries, mommy. I know it's a white dude in the back like, I see it all the goddamn time, I see it. Y'all on welfare too, white people. I live in Virginia, man. This is one of my favorite things to do, y'all. I like to take pictures of white people using EBT cards. I hashtag that shit wow on Twitter. Whites on welfare. It's a big white girl with a skinny black dude with what? Steeler pajama pants and Crocs on. But my wife and I, man, we having a great summer, man. We don't do babysitters and stuff like that, and it's very important for us to get that quality time. We've been, last year we went to the beach, did edibles, rode bikes. We had a great time, man. A lot of fun. I gotta be honest, like him being gone for the summers, it's made me more pro-choice than I already am. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too political, but the Republicans, y'all don't have any good excuses for abortion. Y'all don't have any good excuses. Y'all don't. Nothing. Know what it is? Y'all don't really care about kids. You're mad that you have kids and no disposable income, and you want everybody else to be miserable. That's what it is. You want everybody else to be sad. You try to disguise it like, no, we care about kids. It's like, no, you don't care about kids. You care about your kid, and even then it has limitations. How many of y'all have prayed that your kid lost a playoff game so you don't gotta drive to fucking Syracuse? Please, God, let this nigga roll his ankle, God, please. If I gotta get another $400 hotel and watch this motherfucker sit the bench, I'm gonna kill somebody. You don't give a fuck about kids. The thing I really hate the most is the religious argument. You hear people say, what if God could have had a plan for that kid? That kid could have cured cancer. That kid could have cured AIDS. Let me tell y'all something. They wasn't. That's not how God works. If you believe in God, you know that's not how God works. God does not make mistakes. Whoever is here is supposed to be here. Who ain't here. That's it. You don't go around God. God does not make mistakes. He's not that easy to trick. You don't go to God like, God, what happened to the kid that was gonna cure cancer and AIDS? He's like, my bad, Slim. I went out to smoke a cigarette. I put that baby in this 13-year-old girl. This has been the most challenging year of my 19-year marriage, y'all. And nothing crazy, but my wife had a double knee replacement this year. And she is, I'm not even gonna say woman, she is the strongest person that I know. A double knee replacement. Right, beautiful, man. She's back at work, right? She's at the gym. She's doing all this stuff that she loves. She's got her life back. I'm so excited for her. But I'm also scared. Now she want to do all this stuff, all these plans, Tough Mudders, run a marathon, go to Machu Picchu. So like, yo, nigga, you got new knees. I didn't get new knees. My knee's still 44. So now I'm kind of scared. Like, is she gonna leave me now that she got these new knees? Brother, I need some insurance. Where does she want to leave? So we get to the hospital, I go to the doctor. I pull him aside, I go, hey, doc, what you gonna do with the old knees? He was like, what? I go, the old knees, what you gonna do with them? He goes, we throw them out. I go, don't do that. I need those. Because if me and my wife get divorced, I'm giving her old knees back. My TRICARE paid for them knees. Those are my knees. You're not gonna hop in here brand new with these brand new Megan Thee Stallion knees, hopping on new D's. That ain't happening. She gonna go out single looking like Frankenstein, like, hey, young man. Don't play with me. Sometimes she be talking shit. You know what I do? I go right in the deep freezer. I take them knees out the bag. I put them motherfuckers in the sink like they thawing. I'm like, keep talking shit. These are not oxtails. These are your knees in here. Yeah, we bonded a lot over her surgery, man. Spent a lot of time together, man. It's just, that was a tough time, man. Tough time. Yeah, marriages are not easy, man. They're very challenging. Like, I don't want to get divorced. That shit seems like it sucks, man. It's terrible. Like, my neighbor got divorced over the pandemic. Like, all I knew is he lived there, then he didn't live there. I don't know these people's business, but I get to see snapshots, right, of what's going on, like when I go to the store. So one time, I'm driving to the store, and I see him dropping the kids off, right? And the kids run up to the house. He waving at the wife, and his wife is just standing in the door jam. She don't even come off the porch, and she just waved like this. I was like, damn, he fucked up, man. She giving him nothing. A few weeks later, I go to the store again. He's there. He brought a puppy. And the kids in the yard like, oh, my God, there's a puppy. Mommy, look at the puppy. She is in the door jam like, that's cool. I go, yo, you know how much you gotta fuck up to make a white woman cold to a puppy? But she's like, I don't give a fuck about that puppy. I was like, man, he did something wrong. A couple more months go by, I drive by again. She's out in the yard, they talking, the kids are playing with the dog and shit. I'm like, there you go, that's how you co-parent. That's cool. I like to see that. Man, yeah, a few weeks later, I drive by again. He's outside his house in his truck with his brand new girlfriend. I was like, oh, I gotta hurry up and get to the store so I can see this shit. Man, I get back, there are 4 sheriff deputies around his truck. And as a black man, I was like, thank God they are not here for me. I'm about to be nosy. I drive by so slow, I'm like, oh shit! And we lock eyes, and he give me the look like, did I fuck up? I'm like, yeah, nigga, you fucked up. Can't bring a new chick to the old house. Yeah, man. You know what? I don't like social media because social media makes marriages seem like it's just all fun and games. Like y'all both 2 fitness influencers. Y'all got 6-pack. Y'all wearing Gucci outfits, going to Tulum and shit. That's not a real fucking marriage, man. That's not. You know what a real marriage is? When you gotta set up a bedside commode in your downstairs living room, and you hear your wife abusing that shit. It sounds like Tony Soprano dumping a body in a lake. And as a husband, that shit don't faze you. You just go in there and dump that shit out like you feeding alligators at the zoo. You like, you need anything else? She like, yeah, give me a piece of that pumpkin pie your mom made. I'm like, cool. And I bring it to her, I'm like, I can't wait to eat your asshole again. Not even deterred. That's a real marriage right there. Watching your wife on the bedside commode in the shadow of a TV light at 3 in the morning, and you're like, I can't wait to tear that shit up again. Y'all notice in the NBA now, like, look, what the fuck is going on here? These big ass motherfucking shoes I got on. Like, I'm not one of these guys that are like, oh, the NBA is soft, sports is soft, but some of the shit they do is a little weird. I gotta be honest. Like now I know it's in the NBA, whenever a record is broken, the old person that had the record will come out and celebrate with the guy who just broke the record. They gotta hold the ball with the score on it and shit. That's like, I don't wanna be a part of that. I don't wanna see my fucking legacy go down by some new dude. Could you imagine if other parts of your life were like that? Could you imagine if you had to be involved in your ex's life? Like say she wanted to have kids, you didn't want to, she get a new guy, they get a baby, you gotta go and cut the umbilical cord and be happy. Or if she wanted to buy a house, you couldn't afford it, now you gotta go with them and hold the key and shit. But fellas, in a relationship, it's all about communication. I would say 90% of our problems, they come about because we're not communicating anymore. You got your woman by talking to her, you gotta continue that shit, man. I know that, I used to be a guy who hated that shit, or that you gotta keep dating, you gotta keep talking. It's so true. You gotta keep doing that shit. But ladies, one thing y'all have to understand, communication is the hardest part for us. It's like, it's our version of anal sex, basically. Y'all like, what the? Because I tell my friends, like, look, if you just sit still and relax, breathe, after a while, you're like, this really not that bad. I like this. Are these just kids right here? I'm sorry, she's like, yes, you brought up anal, you piece of shit, yes. Is this weird hearing about anal in front of your parents? You said no too fast, man. How old are your kids? 21. Yeah, both. Is this your girlfriend? Yeah. Oh, is this weird? Yeah. No? You like talking about anal in front of your... Are y'all banging it out? Y'all 21, y'all banging it out, right? Hey, look. His dad is like, he better be. I would. You don't like that, Mom? You don't like her outfit either, do you? With her fucking young tits, get out of here. And her husband's gonna be like, yeah, they fucking suck. Yeah, I hate it. How long y'all been dating? A month? Oh, y'all just fucking. Y'all ain't dating. I can look at Mom. She's like, what the fuck? Get over it. He's 21. He's beating that shit up, Mom. Hey, you cream pieing it or? Yeah. She was like, what's cream pie? You know what it is, Mom. Yeah, he ain't pulling that motherfucker out. He not. Enjoy yourself, young man. It only gets worse as you get older. Just know, in any relationship, just keep talking. That's gonna keep things fresh. You know, keep talking, man. Because like when I was in the military, man, I was walled off. You know, I couldn't discuss anything, and it really took an effect on our marriage to the point where we didn't have sex for almost a year. We just weren't talking. We weren't communicating. Just sleeping in the bed, butt to butt, looking like a chromosome and shit. Just almost a year, you know? And one night, like, we watching TV and stuff, and I get up to make a sandwich, right? And my wife goes, babe, would you mind taking my ice cream out the freezer? And we in this drought, and I try to make light of the situation. I go, you want me to take your pussy out of there too while I'm over there? She did not like that shit. She's like, yep, right after you get that dick out the trash. I was like, so you want the Neapolitan or you want the sherbet? Because that shit hurt. That shit hurt. That hurt. Yeah. We back at it. Things are good. Got a new mattress, so to start fresh. We got that new Tempur-Pedic. Have you seen the new Tempur-Pedics that can hear when you snore? It'll like lift your back up and shit. Have y'all seen this? I don't like that shit. It's weird. I don't want anything listening in my bedroom. That is a technology I don't need. My snoring does not bother me. You know what I'm saying? I got a wife, hey motherfucker, quit snoring. I don't need a $3,000 mattress to do this shit. It's not helping me. I wish I could talk to this mattress and go, look, man, you hear us having sex, right? You hear I can't make my wife come. Lift her ass up a little bit. Yeah. Then whatever that number is, that's her sleep number. But we spent a lot of time together, man, over her, recovery. Like we're both very, very busy people. I had to stop taking gigs. She wasn't working, so we got to spend a lot of time together, man. We really needed just to reconnect. Like I said, when I was in the military, man, I was just so walled off, and I just didn't want to discuss anything or talk, and it really affected our relationship to the point where not that I didn't enjoy spending time with my wife. It was just like, I didn't understand why other dudes wanted to spend time with their wives just because my shit was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good place to be in. And now that I've been to therapy and we talking again, I enjoy getting home and talking to my wife, sitting on the couch with her. Like, there are times, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. There are times I stop her mid-sentence. I'm like, God damn it, this is why I fucking love you. You know what I'm saying? Just reconnecting and just realizing, this is why I love this person, man. And this is hard for me to admit, y'all. I'm addicted to reality TV. I love that shit. That's what we bond over. And the thing is, y'all, I used to hate these fucking shows. Now I watch everything on Bravo. I watch all that shit. And I used to hate them. Years ago, when we lived in Colorado, right? We stationed in Colorado. It started with this show in the early 2000s called The Hills. Y'all remember The Hills? I used to hate that shit. I would hear the song come on, staring at the blank page before me, staring at that dirty window. I go, why are you watching this shit? This is so stupid. These little white girls don't do shit. This is so dumb. And I would go upstairs. I hated it. And over the next 2 or 3 years, y'all, I found myself talking shit, getting closer and closer to the TV. I'll be in the kitchen and I hear that song, staring at the blank page before. Why are you watching this? This is stupid. Where they going? A few months later, staring. They still together. I don't know why. All they do is fight. And before you know it, I'm on the couch singing the song, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can do it for you. I'm excited. She's excited that I'm watching the shows, but I'm asking too many goddamn questions. She's like, Chris, you gotta shut the fuck up if you're gonna watch my show. Because in these shows, you gotta know all the tea. You gotta know all the little snide remarks, all that shit to really get it, right? You gotta know all that stuff. Who is that? Why did they get? She's like, you gotta watch it on your own, right? So the season ends and I like the show, even though I don't know everything. I'm like, this is so much fun. This is 2008, y'all. I go to Best Buy. I go in, I go, hey man, my wife liked this dumbass show called The Hills. Do y'all have it on DVD? They go, yes sir, we do. I buy all 4 seasons of The Hills, binge watch it. Now I'm addicted to this show. I'm like, oh my God, Lauren, she going to the Fashion Institute. Why does Audrina keep texting Justin back? I hate Heidi and Spencer. Whitney is boring, but I'm still gonna watch her spin-off show when she moved to New York. The new season starts. My girl Lauren Conrad is getting ready to leave the show. She's done. They're bringing this other woman. I don't like this bitch because she being mean to my girl Lauren. I turn to my wife, I go, who the fuck is this bitch? Who is this? She's like, Chris, relax. It's just Chris. She's like, relax. It's just Kristen Cavallari. I go, who the fuck is that? Oh, she goes, oh, she from Laguna Beach. I was like, bitch, what's Laguna Beach? She was like, Chris, relax. She goes, it's the prequel to The Hills. Y'all, I go back to Best Buy. I'm watching these bitches in high school now, and it's the greatest show ever. Fast forward 15 years, I watch all that shit. I watch all the housewives shows, the black shows, the white shows. I watch all that shit. I used to be a big sports guy. I don't know shit about sports anymore. I don't care about Bron and Bronny on the side. I don't know nothing about that. 4th of July barbecue, I was not with the men talking sports. I'm with the women. I'm talking about Quad from Married to Medicine. That's my girl. Because fellas, if you like sports, you will love these shows. It's sports for women. It's sports for women. Think about the cities, LA, Salt Lake City, Miami, Atlanta, New Jersey. Those are NBA cities. Yo, there was one woman, she was on the Miami show for 2 seasons. She couldn't hack it. They sent this bitch to Miami. That's a motherfucking trade. That's a trade. That's a trade. My man, you gotta watch something manlier than that. Like, why would I watch Gold Diggers when I can watch Gold Diggers? Why would I watch a bunch of fucking fat dudes smoking cigarettes catching king crab when I can watch fine-ass women at a resort eat that same crab? Why would I do that? My male friend's like, you watch that fake-ass shit? I can't believe you watch that fake-ass shit. I'm like, nigga, fake-ass shit? You watch Game of Thrones, that is not real. At all. Hodor is not a real person. Dragons don't exist. It's like this woman really got hit with a wine glass in Cancun. I remember like 8 years into these shows, I turned to my wife, I go, babe, you know what would be dope as shit? If they took my favorite ladies and then from different shows and put them on one show. Guess what? They did that shit. It's called Ultimate Girls Trip, and I fucking love that shit. How do you not watch a show when you hit details that says, shots fired on a private jet on the way to Turks and Caicos? You gotta watch that. Yeah, we have an 11-year-old son, man, and I gotta give it to my wife, man. She's a great mom. She's really helped me become a better father. And it goes by so fast. He's 11, he's going to the 7th grade. It seems like just yesterday, I'm dropping him off for kindergarten. I was on active duty still. I've seen some shit, you know, I feel like this is not gonna be a big deal. If you have not done the kindergarten drop off, I'm telling y'all got something in store for you, right? We pull up to the school, he hops out the car, his backpack is bouncing, he's running up to the school. It's so cute, it's so innocent. I'm like, oh my God, that's my little baby boy, that's my little burrito. I used to have him in the crook of my arm doing the Heisman and shit. Now he's running off to school. This is the beginning of his life. He's gonna meet people. We're gonna go to the store. They're gonna know who he is. This is crazy. So we get inside. We put his stuff in the cubby. I give him a hug. Hey, buddy, I love you. Have a great day. I leave. I get back to my car, and I start bawling my fucking eyes out. I am crying uncontrollably. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm saving $1,000 a month in daycare. This is great. I don't care if you can read. More sneakers. The one thing about parenting, y'all, that I just find very interesting, it really makes you face your fears. You know what I'm saying? Like my biggest fear is death, dying. Like it's irrational. But I know I can't show my son that. I gotta put on the dad face, you know what I'm saying? So a few weeks ago, before he got out of school, I pick him up. We're driving along, and everything's fine, right? Driving, and I look over, and I see his little shoulders doing this, just hitching. I was like, hey, buddy, what's wrong? He goes, I don't want you and mommy to die. I don't want y'all to die. Don't die. And the dad part of me is just like, hey, buddy, we're going to be fine. Your grandmother was 96. You got to find, like, some random family member who lived to be 1,000. You know what I'm saying? You'll be okay. But Chris is like, yo, what the fuck does he know? How does he know? Because kids are innocent. They probably know some shit. They in tune with shit. And I want to be like, nigga, what the fuck you know about my death, huh? What do you know? But as a dad, I can be like, hey, buddy, everything's fine, buddy. But I'm like, is it on the way to Rochester? Do I die tomorrow? When does it happen, man? Is it quick? What? But you can't do that shit as a dad. Could you imagine your dad fucking having a breakdown like that? I worry about bills and gigs. I can't relax a lot of times. So I smoke a lot of weed. I do, right? I smoke a shit ton of weed. He clapping. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm just more relaxed. I can be in the moment. Because even when I'm playing with him, like, I'm just thinking about other stuff and I can't be in the moment. And I try to be very intentional about spending time with my son. Like he loves to play video games, but it's hard for me to just sit still. I'm always like fixing couch cushions and moving stuff around I just can't relax. I smoke a little weed, I can just chill. And to be honest, my son doesn't really like when I smoke weed, but I'm an adult. I lived my life clean for 39 years. I was in the military. I was like, I'm fucking doing what I want to do, man, right? But I don't smoke around him, though, but I am high around him a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? It's really the only way to parent, to be honest, because I don't know how y'all did this shit sober, y'all. I don't know. Because to be real, I have a hard time giving a fuck about what adults have to say to me, let alone an 11-year-old. But when I'm high and I'm like, for real, they changed the hitboxes in Minecraft? That's crazy! But he don't like that shit, because I'll go smoke a little bit and I'll come back and I'll sit behind him and watch him play on the computer. And I'll be like, oh, what game is this? How many men you got? Was this that? How many was that? Is this a mod? What version is this? He'd be like, Daddy, I don't like when you smell like outside. I'm like, why? He was like, you asked too many questions. One of my favorite things to do, man, I get high and we watch 90s cartoons together. That's my favorite shit, man. Like the other day, we're watching Pinky and the Brain. Y'all remember that? We get to the part of the song where they go, one is a genius, the other's insane. And my son goes, Daddy. And he goes, look, I understand the brain is supposed to be the smart one. His name's the Brain. He comes up with these crazy plans. He wants to take over the world. He goes, I get that. He goes, isn't Pinky supposed to be the dumb one? I go, yeah. He goes, it makes me think, though, if Pinky is supposed to be the dumb one, how does he always find the flaws in the Brain's plans? It makes me think, which one is really the smart one and which one is really the dumb one? I'm fucked up, so I'm like, and I was like, yo, I got a question for you. Did you get into my gummy bears? Because that's a high-ass question to ask. I've been watching this shit since 92 and never thought about that shit. But sometimes kids do that shit. They ask you something like, you gotta be fucking high right now, man. You gotta be. Example, last day of 5th grade, I pick him up. I go, hey man, we gotta go to Food Line. It's basically like Wegmans, right? I go, we gotta go to grocery store. And he goes, okay. He goes, Daddy, I have a weird question. And as a parent, your antenna goes up. You're like, what happened? It's the last day of school. Did the teacher say some weird shit, pull their dick out? Like, what happened? You know? I was like, buddy, ask the question. He's like, but it's weird. I go, ask the question, man. He goes, okay. He said, we're going to Food Line, right? I go, yeah. He goes, how do we know it exists if we can't see it? Y'all, I was like, I go, that's not a weird question. Scientists and physicists ask that question all the time. That's a fair question, man. He goes, yeah, because I know where our house is, says the address, but how do we know it exists if it's not there? I go, again, that's a fair question, buddy. But Daddy has a question for you. Again, did you get into my gummy bears? That's a wild question for the... Yeah, man. And I gotta admit, man, we struggled a bit to bond, and I had to go to my wife and go, why aren't Miles and I bonding like that? She goes, look, dummy. In a loving way. She goes, you're not meeting him where he is. You want him to play sports, to do all this outdoor stuff. You gotta know, he likes YouTube, he likes coding, he likes video games. You gotta meet him where he is. And that's what I try to tell young people or people who wanna have kids. If you wanna build a relationship with your kids, you have to meet them where they are. You can't make them do the shit that you wanna do. You gotta be into the shit that they're into. And I was like, you're right. So we started watching video games together, and that was a hard one for me because I didn't understand it at all. I go, why does my son want to watch another man beat a game? I go, is this how my little boy becomes a cuck as an adult male? That's like at 12, you want to watch a dude beat a video game. You turn 50, you want to watch a black man beat your wife's pussy up. That's not gonna make the cut, okay? Yeah, man. I'm a video game dad, man. We play a lot of games together. If you haven't played video games with your kids, it's an experience. It really is. It's a lot like going out to drink with a coworker for the first time, and they get drunk, and you're like, oh, that's who this motherfucker is? Like, play video games with your kids and let them get a couple kills under their belt. You're like, oh, that's what this motherfucker is? This is crazy. Have y'all seen the Jeffrey Dahmer miniseries on Netflix? Y'all, after watching that shit, you know the opening scene, it shows his father getting a phone call, right? And now that I'm a dad, I watch things from a different perspective. I'm really paying attention to the dad's reaction to all this stuff. And I noticed Mr. Dahmer did not seem surprised that he got that phone call. He picked that shit up. Like, you can tell Mr. Dahmer had been waiting on that phone call for 20 years. Like, he knew that nigga was weird, but he didn't know what it was. And after playing Minecraft with my son, I might get a goddamn phone call, y'all. We playing Minecraft, he was like, Daddy, I need you to get some meat for our house. We need some food. So I'm out here killing sheep and llamas and chickens and shit with my sword. He's like, Daddy, stop. I don't want you to waste your sword. I'll take care of this. I got a flint and steel. I go, what does that mean? He was like, I'm just gonna set everything on fire. He was like, yeah, we won't have to cook them or nothing. We use less resources. He was like, yeah, it's more efficient. And I was like, I might get a goddamn phone call. This kid is systematically killing digital animals. This is crazy. And I don't really know what I'm doing in these games. You gotta like build stuff, and you know, it's cute though, because we'll go down in these caves and stuff like that, and he'll be like, Daddy, get behind me, I'll protect you. I got on diamond armor. I'm like, yeah. So I thought he wanted to protect me. He actually wants to hog up all the XP and the points and shit like that. He gives me busy work to do it, but I don't know it's busy work. He be like, Daddy, come here. You see all this copper right here? I want you to mine all this copper. I'm like, yeah. I'm over here for 2 hours in real time mining copper. I got stacks of this shit. We get back to our little house. I'm like, yeah, what we gonna do with all this copper, son? He goes, Daddy, I gotta be honest. It's absolutely worthless. I just wanted you out the way. So in this game, you also have to craft things and make stuff, and I don't know how to do any of this stuff. So like whenever I need a tool, I gotta go to my boy, hat in hand, and ask for something. I gotta go to him like, hey man, could you make your poor old dad a pickaxe? This is what my son said to me. He goes, dang daddy, how come every time I'm in the middle of something, I gotta stop and help you? I was like, wow, does that sound familiar? So, 19 years of marriage, a lot of ups and downs, man. Like, it's just, you gotta persevere, you gotta stick through. There was a time in Vegas, a station in Vegas. I got a new job. I'm in the military still. I'm an intel guy now. I got a SEI clearance. I'm working these weird fucking hours, and I'm barely seeing my wife. You know, we're not spending time together. And she comes to me one day, she goes, yo, I left my family to be with you. I feel like roommates, 2 ships in the night passing. We gotta spend some time together. For a young couple, y'all living in Vegas, that's fucking dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of your folks. You gotta spend time with your significant other. I was like, you know what? You're right. We have to do something together, no matter how small. She goes, you know what? Let's just get Jack in the Box or something. I go, cool. And that might not seem like anything to everybody else, but this dinner is going to mean something to us because we got to spend time together, right? And yeah, my wife is very well educated. She's articulate, she is very professional, but one thing my wife does not play around with, like most black women, like women in general don't fuck around with customer service, but black women are on another fucking level when it comes to demanding customer service. They are the LeBron James of getting good customer service. My wife does not fucking play. She's the type of person, she will even call to a fast food restaurant, hey, my order was messed up, I cannot get it today, I will come and get it tomorrow. And she'll be like, what is your name? And write that shit down, right? 99% of the time, it's not a problem. Not this night. So I'm working nights. I'll wake up that night. I'll come out to the kitchen, Jack in the Box is on the table. We're gonna have our little dinner, spend some quality time together. Open my food, jumbo jack with cheese, 2 tacos, ready to go, right? Good. She opened up her food, it's all fucked up. Bacon, mayonnaise all over her shit. She calls up there, hey, I was just up there, my order is wrong. I can't come up there tonight, but I'll come get it tomorrow. And what I hear on the other end is, well, what does the receipt say? And my wife was like, I don't care what the receipt says. I know my order. I don't accidentally put bacon on my shit. I know my order. And this woman replies, well, whatever the receipt says, that's what the fuck you ordered. And my wife was like, bitch, do not make me come up there. To which she replied, bitch, get up here. I'm off in 5 minutes. She goes, bitch, I will be there in 3. I'm not lying. She snatches my burger out of my hand. My teeth shatter like I'm in a goddamn Looney Tunes cartoon. She throw the shit back in the bag. She's like, I'm gonna kill this bitch. She run down the stairs. I hear the door open up the garage. Tires screech out. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What happened? What just happened? I gotta put my uniform on and shit. And I have a TSSCI clearance. I can't just not show up to work. They will literally send the Las Vegas police and military police to my house to look for me because they may think I was either kidnapped or I'm selling secrets. So I have to call my job like, yo, I got a fucking situation here. I might not be in tonight. Put my stuff on, get down to the garage. Y'all, her flip-flops are in the garage. This is a prepaid ass whooping this woman about to get. Flip-flops off, white people mean you about to get your motherfucking ass whooped. Okay, so white ladies, if you at Wegmans in Irondequoit and you get into a young black woman and her shoes are on, you cool. But the moment them Crocs come off, get your ass out of there. If she do this shit and tie it up, you about to be on TikTok, bitch. White woman mollywopped at Wegmans. So I hop in my car. I drive over to Jack in the Box. I don't see her car. I'm like, thank God. She probably just calmed down. She did her lap. Good to go. Y'all, why when I pull up parallel to this Jack in the Box, I look over, I see my new bride hanging out the window of her car, holding the drive-thru door open. I can hear her over 3 lanes of traffic. Tell that bitch to get out here. Tell that bitch to get out here. She is losing her mind. I'll bust a U-turn. I pull into the parking lot. And this is an old Jack in the Box. There's no 2 lanes in the drive-thru, so I can't pull up next to her. I had to get out of my car. I'm an NCO in the United States Air Force. Full uniform. I am standing in the drive-thru lane in her headlights. I'm banging on the hood. Please stop. Please stop. I might go to jail. I'm gonna get fired. Don't do this. And her and this woman are just going back. Bitch, fuck you, bitch, fuck you. And this young white kid named Mike is caught up in the middle. He don't know what to do. Mike only says 3 words. Yep, okay, alrighty. That's it. You pull up. Can I take your order? Yeah, Mike, can I get a number 3? Yep. What do you want to drink? A Sprite? Okay. Alrighty, that's it. He is caught up in the middle. He's doing this shit. Yep, okay, alrighty, yep, okay. He don't know what to do. My wife said when she put up to the window, she was like, Mike, tell that bitch to get out here. Yo, why did Mike go in the back and was like, hey, bitch. She said, get out here. This is going on for 10 minutes. The line is wrapped around the building. It's like a Friday night. People are honking their horns. It is chaos. And I look behind me. I see another brother standing there. We, make eye contact, and we know immediately that our women are fighting. We go, hey, man, you get your girl, I'll get my wife, we get the fuck up out of here. He's like, cool, man, bam. She leaves. We get back to the house, and I go, babe, I'm so sorry. I appreciate what you tried to do, but I got to go to work. I'm sorry. And I leave. And I get home at 6:30 the next morning. She is already on the phone, laptop open. I go, it's 6:30. Like, who the fuck are you calling? And all I hear is, thank you for calling Jack in the Box corporate office. I'm like, you still mad? She was like, fuck yeah, I'm still mad. And I'm sending the email. I was like, I'm out. Go to bed. I wake up. I come out to the kitchen table. Guess what's sitting on the table? Jack in the Box. Orders are correct as fuck. I sit down. I go, okay, what happened? She goes, well, first of all, I got a call back from the Southwest Regional Manager. Turns out Lakeisha has already had previous disciplinary actions taken against her for being rude to customers. Therefore, I got that bitch fired. I got Mike promoted. And they sent us $500 on coupons. I was like, yep, okay, all righty. I have literally turned my back on my wife before. Literally turned my back on my wife. December 2006. I remember specifically because I was home on my mid-tour from Korea. I went back to Phoenix. We got married. I went to Korea for 10 months. I came back from my mid-tour to Phoenix, just for a month to hang out, right? And I was gonna go back for a month and then come back. So I'm in Phoenix. I haven't seen my new wife in 10 months. We at this club. We having a great time. We in Scottsdale, Arizona. Big ass club. It's the celebrities in there, all this shit. We having a great time. I had worked out for a year. I'm in good shape. I'm feeling myself right. We just hanging out. And she goes, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. And she's gone for a while, but I'm not tripping. It's her hometown. She knows a lot of people. She's done a lot, so she's gone for a minute. But it's been a while now. I'm like, where the fuck is my wife at? And I'm just looking around this big ass club, and then all of a sudden, it's like a beacon. I just see my wife giving me the look like, come get this nigga right now. I don't want to talk to him. This dude is bothering me. I'm drunk. I'm off that sauce. I don't lift weights for the last 10 months. I think I'm the shit. I'm in the military. I'm gonna go down here and kick some ass. I leave my little section, and I walk around this pillar, and I can see who she's talking to, and I stop mid-stride. I'm like, this cannot be who I think it is. This man has a very distinct tattoo right here on his face. I'm like, that is Iron Mike Tyson right there. That is the Dynamite Kid. This nigga was scary on Mike Tyson Punch-Out. This is him in the flesh. This is also 2006. He just quit mid-fight. This is new Mike with the face tattoo. This is crazy Mike Tyson. Yo, I see that shit. I do a military about face. Bam! I walk right back to my section. And like 5 minutes later, she's like, you saw what was going on? How come you ain't come over there? Come over there. I'm like, what the fuck was I supposed to do? That's Mike Tyson. If I would have went over there, I would have been wheeled up here in one of them Stephen Hawking chairs. So fellas, when people ask you like, what would you do if Mike Tyson gonna talk to your woman? You're not gonna do shit. All right, everybody, I gotta go. Thank y'all so much.
Keep it going for Chris Allan, everybody.
Damn, I gotta be honest. Bitch, I am the one like Air Force. I got a son that I care for. Roll up a blunt, prepare for it. I'm in the front, I'm in rare form. I don't wanna stun, but I'm airborne. Therefore, I got the loud like air horn. Share your thoughts with the man upstairs, cause you wanna where you need prayer for this dope. You don't really want the smoke, huh? Turn your ass into a joke, huh? Turn your hope into a hoax, huh? Embarrass in front of your folks, huh? Someone told me take it easy, told me keep it tongue and cheeky. Speaking of cheeky, she in a bikini, that's why she be acting so beachy. Horizon, I'm crossing the line. Horizon, her booty so fine. The skies has a beautiful time, beautiful mind. Do the math, y'all. Busting my ass on the asphalt. Ash for the cash, I'm a catch-all. Blast off into the atmos. Fear the king. I'm not the jester, queen. I am your majesty. See, that is the thing. I manifest my dreams. Laugh at the tragedy. That's what I told my fam in this great land. Started with 100 fans. Fold my hands when I'm making plans. Trying to make 100 grand. Fuck all the heckling. Move on to better things. Put in the work. I'm a special, especially. Look at me improvise. Look at me in the eyes. I'm building an enterprise. No funny business. I be doing this even with no money in this. God is my witness. It's my time. Even if I do 20 minutes. This is my passion. Taking it seriously just so y'all could be laughing. I'm never slacking. Hey, bitch, I've been out here, but I'm not a has-been. Everybody hates Chris till they figure out my salary. Looking at my figures, getting tight. Caught at the Allen key.
Be honest, be honest.